Welcome to Ramesh Institute of Economy. I am Ramesh. Today concept ZBNF, right? So zero budget natural farming. Zero budget word. What is felt by you by listening the word which is zero budget? Zero budget, it doesn't mean that no budget, but we have budget. Then why it is renamed as zero budget? So the hidden meaning of the zero budget means we need not purchase anything from the market. We ourselves procure the input in the village itself. So the farmer need not move for market in order to get input. What is the input which is needed by the field? Simply he can create. So that's why here almost all zero expenditure here presents. That's why Mr. Palekar used the word which is zero budget. The rest one is NF, that is natural farming, right? So natural farming means farming with nature, without chemicals. That is the content of the natural farming. And the whole we understood that ZBNF nothing but farming with nature without purchasing anything from the market. So it is very good cultivation, suitable cultivation for the farming society. Why? Because near about 85% of the farming society in India, small and marginal, they are not able to bear the expenditure, right? That's why recently in the budget, Nirmala Sitharaman also stressed about the ZBNF. Why? Because there is a suitable farming system for Indian farmers. So next one is why the concept erupted. Nowadays this concept got momentum. So Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and other states also coming forward in order to practice ZBNF. So why the concept erupted? Now we should try to unearth the reason first of all. Before that, we have Green Revolution, right? So agricultural revolution, new agricultural strategy, right? In this system, total agriculture restricted. Human health affected, animal health affected, soil health also affected. So Green Revolution realized output, you see, from 50 million tons to 283 million tons. Okay, in that no problem. But that is the one part of the coin. But the rest part of the coin seems very bad. Why? Because Green Revolution led high cost, that is cost escalation. Then it leads to financial crisis. Finally, suicides also. According to data since 1990 till today, near about 3 lakh farmers, more than quarter of million farmers subject to suicides. That's why we should try to put a full stop for the Green Revolution. So that's why the new concept, which was ZBNF, erupted. Another question, why Green Revolution started, you know. Why? Because the British regime, they encouraged commercial crops, discouraged food crops, and leads to food scarcity. You know, 1947, the concept was ship to mouth. It means even food products also imported. That was a bad situation what we had. That's why after 1947 we concentrated over the production irrespective of the inputs. We didn't care about the inputs, just we concentrated on outputs. That's why we used fertilizers, we used chemicals, we used genetically modified seeds, certified seeds, and over irrigation. So here, due to presence of all these things, we are not able to practice sustainable agriculture. So everything is polluted. After thermal power, agriculture stands second polluter. That is the main problem. So that's why Mr. Subhesh Palekar, who was a Padma Bhushan awardee, suggested ZBNF. So in this process, we need not use chemicals, we need not use fertilizers, right? That's why with the less cost of production, we can perform agriculture. And besides that, we can realize required production, we can enhance yield, we can enhance productivity, we can enhance production, everything without harm the nature. Nature is protected, production also realized. So nature and production, these two must go like hand in gloves. That is visible in ZBNF. So ZBNF, right? You know, agriculture comes under state list. However, central government doing her best in order to uplift many more programs. For example, NPOF, this is a national project on organic farming. RKVY, Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. Then NMSA, National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture. Paragar, Krishi Vikas Yojana, Soil Health Card Scheme. These are the programs. These are programs which are uplifted by Government of India in order to practice ZBNF. So, okay, not only state government, but also central government, totally general governments are doing their best in order to replace green revolution, in order to protect soil health. Yes, the new concept was started. So now we should try to unearth why the ZBNF is having so much popularity. ZBNF totally encircled or surrounded by two things. One is cow dung, the rest one is cow urine. These are the two things which can totally influence the ZBNF. According to Palekar, whatever the nutrition you need, whatever the nutrition which is needed by the plant, which is present in these two, what is the need to use chemicals? What is the need to use fertilizers? What is the need to write these genetically modified seeds? So here cow dung is having, right, nitrogen, right, nitrogen. This is phosphorus, right, potash, right, ammonia, Arabica bacteria, anaerobica bacteria. These are the nutrition which is present in cow dung. So 6 types of nutrition which are present in cow dung. That's why we need not move for chemicals. Besides that, according to Palekar, near about 26 types of nutritions, yes, which are present in cow urine. So to cultivate 30 acres, just one cow is needed. Enough to cultivate total 30 acres with the help of only one cow. It gives near about 10 kgs of cow dung every day. That's why what he says, just 26 types of nutritions we have in this urine. That's why we need not purchase anything. These two can, yes, need it, right? You see here, better to list out some of them, right? Here, for example, here sulfur, sodium, right, silicon, right? Succinate, chlorine, citric, right? Carbolic acid, right? Magnesium, right? Manganese, right? Next, vitamin A, B, C, D, E, right? Potassium, enzymes, right? So uric acid, etc., etc. So it is understood that cow dung is having 6 types of nutritions, cow urine having 26 types of nutritions. So what is the need to move for chemicals and fertilizers? Whatever the plant simply needed presence in these two. That's why input is within our hands. So in this process, no cost escalation, no financial stress, just physical effort is needed. We can save the nature, we can provide the fruits, economic fruits, agricultural fruits to forthcoming generations. So it is also one of the important points. Okay, now we should try to elaborate some more points which are provided, which are mentioned by Mr. Palekar. So far we discussed agriculture can be performed by cow dung, cow urine itself. We need not spend a single paise over input. Why? Because everything is presence in our village itself. That's why every farmer, not only big, even small marginal farmers also able to practice, right, this type of cultivation. So he used one more word, that is Jivamrutam. Jivamrutam, one word used by Mr. Palekar. So in this process we prepared a liquid. This liquid can be mixed up with the irrigation water and can be used to fill twice in a month. Then we can avoid weeds, we can avoid pests, and also we can control diseases. So how we can prepare this liquid? Now we should test. We prepared one liquid. This liquid can be mixed up with the irrigation water and can be used twice in a month in order to energize the soil. Right? How we prepare the Jivamrutam? With reference to Jivamrutam, first of all we take one barrel or drum. In this drum we should try to pour 200 liters of water. Right? So next one is 10 kgs of cow dung. So 5 to 10 liters urine, cow urine should be taken. Besides that, 2 kgs of jaggery, right? 2 kgs of pulse flour. In this process, you should try to keep aside this drum for 48 hours. 48 hours for the purpose of fermentation. Besides that, according to Palekar, handful of soil must be fertile, not infertile. So we should try to keep this mixture, preparation aside for 48 hours for the purpose of fermentation. Right? This is the process. So according to Palekar, in order to energize the soil, in order to increase the productivity of the soil, in order to increase the production of the soil, so we should try to pour one liquid, a powerful liquid which can be mixed up with the irrigation water. So again we take a look in Jivamrutam, 200 liters of water, 5 to 10 liters of cow urine, 2 kgs of pulse flour, 10 kgs of cow dung, 2 kgs of jaggery, then handful of soil should be taken. So in this process, better to keep the mixture aside for 48 hours towards fermentation. And in this process, the bacteria, which is Arabica anaerobica bacteria, which presents in the urine, can eat the jaggery and pulse flour. Then they are multiplied. So this is Jivamrutam. So it is understood that according to Palekar, we should try to avoid chemicals, we should try to avoid fertilizers. So, and with this Jivamrutam, we can increase the capacity, the efficiency of the soil. So one more word also used by Mr. Palekar, that was Bijamrutam. Bijamrutam, right? So yes, according to Palekar, Bijamrutam nothing but in order to increase the efficiency of the seeds and seedlings. So in this process also he suggested a small drum, right? So in this, right, we should try to pour 20 liters of water. 20 liters of water. Then next one is, right, 5 kgs of cow dung, right? So next one is, so 5 liters of cow urine, and also you should try to take 50 grams of lime, which comes from limestone, right? So this is the mixture we should try to prepare. In this mixture we should try to dip the seeds and seedlings in order to try to energize the seed capacity. Why? Because 20 to 25% of the production can be enhanced with seeds exclusively. That's why we need not move for genetically modified seeds. We need not move for certified seeds. Just seeds can be prepared by us, ourselves, with the help of Bijamrutam. That's why seeds also must be sturdy, healthy, in order to, so right, we should try to move for Bijamrutam, right? So Mr. Palekar has used the word Jivamrutam, the special liquid which can be mixed up with the irrigation water. The next word Bijamrutam, in order to energize the seed capacity. And one more word also used by Mr. Palekar, that is rafasa. Rafasa word used by Mr. Right. Rafasa means aeration. Aeration means the soil must be permitted oxygen. You should try to arrange some holes in the soil. Why? Because oxygen must be percolated to soil, then only we can increase the soil capacity. This one renamed as rafasa by Mr. Palekar. Another word also used by him, that is achadana. Achadana, one more word also used by him in this process, right? So the top soil, the top layer of the soil can be covered with crop residue in order to protect the moisture, in order to avoid the sunlight. So Jivamrutam, a liquid, Bijamrutam, purpose of seeds. Next one is oxygen purpose, rafasa. Then in order to protect the moisture, we should try to use achadana. These are the steps which were shown by Mr. Palekar, right? So in this process, according to him, biopest also is suggested. Biopest, right? Why? Because whenever crop is affected by the pests, the dangerous insects which are harmful to the crop, that's why better to spray biopest if needed, right? So biopest can be prepared with the help of some leaves, pastes and powders. You see, with reference to leaves, he used some words. Neem leaves should be taken, custard apple leaves should be taken, pomegranate as leaves should be taken, then papaya leaves, and also datura leaves also should be taken. So in order to prepare biopests, in order to avoid chemical, we should try to prepare biopaste. In this, one more thing also he suggested, that is garlic. The garlic plus green chili, right? With these two, you should try to prepare paste. So paste, leaves. One more thing also he mentioned, that is powder, right? The powder, some powders, especially tobacco powder, and also black pepper powder. So in order to prepare biopests, to avoid chemicals, we should try to prepare biopests with the help of leaves, with the help of paste, with the help of right powder. So with reference to leaves, right, neem, custard apple, pomegranate, papaya, datura, and with reference to paste, garlic, green chili. With reference to powder, tobacco, yes, black pepper. So these two can be soaked, right, soaked into right urine. Then yes, we can prepare a powerful right pesticide. So generally, according to Palekar, there is no chance to pest. However, whenever crop is affected by the pest, better to use a special spray. We need not move for market to purchase right chemicals. Just this base biopest is enough to counter right pests. And also, you see here some in certain circumstances weeds also as maybe presents. It can be controlled right with the help of biopests, right. So in this process, Jivamrutam, Bijamrutam, Rafasa, Achadana, yes, and also biopests. These are the things right can maintain right a good agriculture. Besides that, used crop as crop rotation. One mode also used by Mr. Palekar. Each passing year, we should try to change the crops. Same crops should not be used, monocrop should not be used in order to increase the soil right health, in order to avoid the soil erosion. So why? Because according to data, near about 60% of the top soil is being right subject to degradation. That's why better to follow crop rotation. And also one more used is intercropping. Intercropping means two or more crops are sown on single right piece of land at the same time. Right, it is intercropping system. These two also must be prepared. So here it is understood that with zero budget we can do cultivation and we can protect nature, we can protect health, we can protect right everything, right. Okay,